Hi everybody. Everybody, I'm back. And today I'm going to make something that you all have requested. This is a highly requested video, and I'm going to show you all how to make fried gizzards today. Here's what you will need. You will need chicken gizzards. You will need apple cider vinegar, ground black pepper, adobo, chicken seasoning, yellow cornmeal, all-purpose flour. You will need some buttermilk. That's what I have here in my bowl to the right. Okay? And also you will need a pan of boiling water, and you will need a pan of oil. This is vegetable oil that we're going to use today to fry these up. And you'll also need, I have a large clove of garlic that we're going to chop up as well. Now, what I've done, I have washed and cleaned these gizzards. When you get your gizzards, you want to bring them home and you want to check each and every one of them. You want to look at them on both sides in this manner, okay? And sometimes you'll find some unwanted fat here in the middle, or you'll find some yellow skin that's easy to just peel off that way. Okay? So if you find like this is extra fat that we don't need. So literally, you just go in and you just cut it off. And here's the thing. See that? If you have kitchen shears makes it a lot easier. Okay, so I want to just look through them once again just to make sure I'm happy and they're nice and clean. There's a piece I want to cut off. All right, just like this. I've cleaned these gizzards with sea salt, cold water, and apple cider vinegar. Okay. Now they're sitting in cold water. I'm going to give them one more rinse. And the first thing that we're going to do is we want to get these tender, because those of you that are familiar with chicken gizzards can be kind of tough. Actually, they can be really tough. All right? So here's what you do. A lot of people don't know this trick. This trick right here is very vital. What you want to do, and my grandmom told me this, you have to, I'm going to wash my hands while I'm speaking to you all with nice soapy water. You have to boil the gizzards. When you boil the gizzards, you get them nice and tender. And you can boil them for as long as you want. What you do is you go in with a fork and a knife and you check them. You check them and you see if they're nice and tender, okay? And so that's why I have the pot of boiling water to the left of my stove. You want to boil them until they get nice and tender. And then we're going to pour the boiling water off of them once they've become tender. Once we pour that water off, we're going to set these gizzards into buttermilk. Buttermilk is the second thing that you want to use that's also going to help to tenderize those gizzards. I don't know about you all, but me personally, when I have gizzards, I want for mine to be nice and soft. I don't never want to eat a gizzard that's chewy. That's like the worst thing. They have to be tender. Take the time to boil them. Get them tender. As soon as they come out of that boiling water, you put them in a big bowl of buttermilk. And the buttermilk will also flavor them as well. That's the key. Okay? So then, here's what I'm going to do. I want to rinse these once more, and then we'll get these right into our boiling water. And then you want to smash this large clove of garlic and put that in with your gizzards as well. Let me drain these gizzards and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, you can see that I have the gizzards in the pan, and this pan is turned on to a medium-high heat. And what we're going to do, let's put a little bit of vinegar in there. Okay? If you're the person that just doesn't like vinegar, here's the thing, honestly, don't put it in there, okay? And really, it's that simple. Okay? Some of you might say, but why are you putting seasoning? I'm putting some chicken seasoning in. How come you're putting chicken seasoning in here, and it's just going to get rinsed off with the water. Well, here's the thing. I want to flavor the water, okay? And then we'll go back and season them again. But I like to flavor the water. We're going to season every layer of this dish. You hear me? We're going to have some good. We're going to have some good fried chicken gizzards. And they're going to be flavored. Put some adobo in. All right? So we put apple cider vinegar, chicken seasoning, and adobo. Give it a nice stir, just like so. And we're going to let these boil for at least an hour. Now, at the hour mark, I will start to go in and test them to see if they're tender. Okay? If they're not tender at that hour mark, then guess what? I'm going to keep on cooking them. All right, so now here's what we're going to do. Let's make our way back to the cutting board because we need to chop up this large garlic clove because that's going to go in there for flavor as well. Okay, let's take our garlic clove. Let's give it a nice mash, just like that. And then guess what? The skin comes off. Very simple. And we're left with this beautiful garlic clove. And here's the thing. You don't have to chop it. We're not going to chop it. We're going to throw it right into that pan, just like so. Can you all see me? Put that garlic in there. That garlic's going to let off lots of flavor. In an hour, I'm going to come back. And I'm going to let you all know how this is going. I'm going to let you all know if it's tender. And if it's not, we're going to keep cooking them until they get nice and tender. All right? I'll be back. Okay, everybody, the gizzards are done. Now let's come over here to the stove and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, they're boiling vigorously. All right, I'm gonna pour this water off, and these are going into the buttermilk hot. You don't have to wait till it cools down. All right, so I'm gonna drain them and take the garlic cloves out, put it right into the buttermilk. Okay, everybody, let's take a look at the gizzards. We're going to put them down in there just like so. Then we're going to take our cornmeal and our flour mixture. Whoops! All right, we're going to put cornmeal and we're going to use flour. You can use half cornmeal and a little bit more than half of the all-purpose flour, okay? Let's put this flour in and we're going to give it a stir. You want to make sure everything is well incorporated so that the cornmeal is mixed in very well with the flour. Okay? So then, let me grab this fork here. We're going to mix this up just like so. I hope that you all are having a great day today. It's Friday. Anybody doing anything special today? Anything special for the weekend? If y'all haven't had a chance to check out my video for my lemon blueberry cake, check it out. That cake is absolutely amazing. Do you hear me? So now let me tell you a quick story. A quick story of how my grandma did her gizzards. Well, like I told you earlier in the video, what she would do is she would always pre-boil the gizzards, okay? And then once her gizzards got tender as they can be, she would cook egg noodles in the water that she would boil the chicken gizzards in. And then she'd make up a beautiful gravy and put that gravy in with the egg noodles in the gizzards, and you talking about good. Here's what I'll have to do. I will definitely do a video for that for you all so you can get an idea of what it looks like, and how to make it. I'll do that soon in the near future. Now, don't forget that once I reach 300,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. And I'm almost there, but I want for you all to be winners. You know, there's going to be, I'm still deciding how many winners I'm going to do. It'll either be 1 or 3. Okay? But what you'll need to do is you'll need to answer the questions for my trivia questions. Okay, you'll need to have the answer. The question could be anything. It could be something about myself, or one of my pet peeves, or one of my family members' names, or something that I love to do, or my favorite foods. Who knows what the question might be? But you can be that winner. And so here's what I highly suggest. I suggest that you look through as many videos as you can look through, because each video that I've ever done, I talk about myself, and I talk about different things. I talk about things that I like to do, pet peeves, and, I talk about all kinds of things. And I'm going to ask you all that question. And just because you're new to my channel, it doesn't mean that you can't win, because the question might be something that I talked about yesterday. Okay? Or the question could definitely be something that I talked about the day that I started my channel, which was November 26th of 2017. You never know. You never know. Okay? So I suggest you all look through the videos and just listen to me talk, because you never know, and go through some of my live chats as well. You never know what kind of things that I'm talking about. That might just be the question. All right, I'm excited for my giveaway. And when I do this giveaway, I'm not just going to give away just any old thing. I'm going to give away something nice, something that I would like. And if I would like it, I know that you all will like it as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you go through. I know a lot of you say that you binge watch the channel. Keep that in mind when you're just relaxing and you're watching the channel. Be very careful and listen to what I'm saying or what I talk about. Like, I know I see a lot of stories about my dad and my grandmom and growing up and all kinds of things. All right? So, here's what we're going to do. We have this soaking in the buttermilk. I'll come back after that soaks for half an hour. Okay, everybody. So then, I have drained these. Now, let's season them, okay? I'm going to go ahead and season them right in here. That's just fine. Black pepper. Oh, yeah. And guess what? They're nice and tender, and I'm so excited to sink my teeth down into these bad boys. I love a nice tender. Have you all had them tender? Let me know about your experience of when you tasted chicken gizzards. When you tasted them, were they chewy? Were they tender? Or were they tough? Let me know. They should be nice and tender when you make them. Okay, now I'm going to put some chicken seasoning, just like so. And then I'm going to go in with some adobo. This is the perfect blend of spices. Okay, black pepper, adobo, chicken seasoning. If you don't want to use adobo, you can use garlic powder and chicken seasoning, okay? Look at that. Mix it right on in. I've drained them well. Now we're just going to throw them right in. Throw them right into your cornmeal and flour mixture. All right, just like so. Very simple. Now make sure you pat them dry after you drain them before you put the seasonings on, okay? Because if you don't pat them dry, you'll just get this mixture really lumpy, and we don't want that. So take the time, just take 2 or 3 paper towels and pat them dry before you season them, okay? This is how well coated they should be. Let me show you. Just like this, okay? Now, medium-high heat. Meet me over here, guys. Hold on. Let me unplug my camera really quick. There we go. All right. Medium-high heat only. You don't want to turn it up too high. You don't want to have it too low. Too low, they won't get crispy. Too high, you'll burn them and it'll just be ruined. Okay? So then, we're going to get this oil nice and heated up. And then we're going to throw these in. And what I don't want you to do, I want you to be very careful that you don't overcrowd your pan. Here's the thing. If you need to do 2 batches, then feel free to do 2 batches, okay? Because you don't want to overcrowd it, because they'll just steam and you won't get that nice, beautiful golden brown crust that we all are looking for, okay? This is what they should look like, just like this, all right? I'm so excited to be able to make these for you all, because honestly, the world is curious how to make these nice and tender. Well, I've showed you all how to make them tender today. And when you make them, I can't wait to hear the messages of how wonderful they are, how much you loved them, and how tender they were. Medium-high heat. Once this gets nice and hot, we're going to throw these in, okay? Okay, everybody, let's start putting our gizzards into the oil. It's going to sizzle up right away, okay? If it doesn't sizzle, don't put any more in until your oil heats all the way. Give them a nice shake before you put them in there, because you want to take off that excess flour, because only thing that will happen is that extra flour will fall off into your oil and you'll have burnt flour in the bottom of your pan, okay? So just put them in just like so. I'm going to continue to put the others in, and then I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, let's take a peek down into these. They're cooking up. Right away, you're going to want to go in with a fork or a spatula, moving them around. Don't touch them. Don't touch them until they get a nice crisp crust on the outside of them. Because right now, if you go in and touch them, you'll pull off all of that beautiful crust. Okay, so don't mess with them just yet. I'll let you know when you can go in and touch them. Okay, everybody, now what I'm doing, I'm making a sauce for my gizzards. I have ranch. This is just regular hot sauce. And I'm going to put just a dash of honey. Okay, that's it. That's your mixture that's going to throw this overboard. You hear me? These 3 ingredients, ranch, hot sauce, and honey. Try dipping some chicken tenders in this and watch what happens. And you just mix this up and you have a sauce. Let me tell you something, guys. This sauce right here make you smack somebody. You hear me? I'm going to try it. Oh my goodness. Ooh-wee, that's good. My goodness. Woo, that's good. Doggone it. Okay, everybody, these are almost done. I'm going to show you what they all look like. Look at this. Beautiful. And what I like about using the cornmeal and the flour is it doesn't give you too much of a crust. I don't want a whole lot of crust. You know, I want to be able to taste that gizzard with just a nice thin crust, just like this. Oh my word, would you look at this? Okay, everybody, I'm taking them out. God bless this meal. Lord, we thank you for this meal today. We thank you for your love, time, your mercy, and your understanding. Thank you once again for this meal. Amen. I can't wait. I can't wait to sink my teeth right down in. And I want a big one. Give me this big one right here. Look at this. My goodness. Taste this. And let me know what you all think. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Look at that. So crispy on the outside. Oh, so good. Nice and tender in the inside. And this sauce is amazing. Hey, listen here. If y'all never had this before, you better make you some. Woo, y'all asked for it. Here you go. Take another bite. Woo, take another bite. Look at that. Beautiful golden brown. Nice and tender in the inside. Woo, that's good. My goodness, that's so delicious. Give me another one. Woo, give me another one. If y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload one of these awesome recipes. And as always, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching. Good night. But not before. Not before we taste some more of this. Taste that. Taste that, guys. Mmm. 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 Woo, these things are bad. These things are so good. Oh, my Lord. Let's go in for another one. Nice thick one. Look at that. I love them. Guys, I'm going to sit down at my table and enjoy this. Good night. I can't. I can't stop eating it. It's so good. Oh, wait. Hope you all have a good Friday. I wish you all a great weekend. Thank you all for watching.